up, guys? Starting Tech here. I just want to give an update of all the work I've done on the E46. As you can see, it's sitting a lot cleaner. I swapped the Euro lights. I swapped the M wheels from this from my other BMW to this car. I got rid of the tacky roof rack, switched it all to the Euro lights, restored the headlights in the front, put the M Performance license plate cover right there, and tucked in this side grille here and re-glued it, repainted everything. I buffed out the car. There is some peeling and fadedness right here, but I mean, what do you expect for 2K out the door? As you can see, it's sitting like a 4x4 right now. I got the iBox springs in the mail, but I really just wanted to give a quick update of how the car's looking right now. So this is basically it. I mean, for 2K out the door with the manual transmission, it's pretty clean. So I'll do a quick walk around and then I'll show you guys all the work I've done on the side. So I've swapped the steering wheel because it had a 10-inch rip on it, put a new shifter on, you know, swapped the wheels. Everything's looking pretty clean. I mean, this car looks a lot better when I did the paint correction and took off the roof rack and swapped out the M wheels. So my car, the silver E46, has the spoked wheels right now. But this is basically just a quick walk around to the car. The paint's not too bad. There's some faded spots and stuff, but I mean, how much can you really complain for a 2K out the door, you know? 5-speed manual transmission. This is the 325xi, so it's all-wheel drive. I got the leather interior. Show you the inside with the shifter in the boot. Got a brand new 5-speed M shifter right there. Put a new leather boot right here. Got this from Pick and Pull. Replace this. There's a little bit of cracking and fadedness. Passenger seat is completely clean. Driver's side needs a little help. There's a little bit of cracking right there. Show you guys the back. The back is actually pretty clean. So when I first got this car, I detailed it for about 6 hours, cleaning all the gunk and crap out of it from the previous owner. I extracted the carpets. If you see here, these carpets actually look pretty clean right now. It's because I extracted them. When I first got the car, every piece of tan material had dirt and crap on it, so looks pretty decent. But what I do want to show you guys is the headliner. When have you seen an E46 headliner that's actually still good? Pillars are good. This side I replaced. I did a bad job gluing it though. If you can see in the rear here, there's a little bit of markings here, but I mean, you can't really tell this before. This whole thing right here was sagging down and, you know, drooping down just like in classic E46 fashion. If you take a look here, the door panels, everything's pretty clean. Not a bad car for 2000 out the door. You know, I've done steering wheel swap on it too. You know, and I did disconnect the battery and leave it disconnected for 30 minutes, but for some reason my airbag light is still on. I'm gonna swap the wiring that the steering wheel came with, and hopefully that fixes the problem. But for now, it's not the biggest deal. I know the airbag works. I know everything's hooked up. I think I just need to reset the code because I swapped steering wheels. But as you can see, the steering wheel is good. There's no rips here. There's a rip from here all the way to here, and I'm gonna restore this and touch this up a little bit. There is some fading, but there's no cracks and the stitches are still good. And what I really like here is it does have the original radio and climate control, so nothing's been messed with. You know, usually all of these are gone by now, but it has all the original stereo. I really like this 5-speed shifter I put on. If you can see, it looks damn clean right there. That's the M shifter off eBay, not the cheap one. I bought the $25 one because I wanted it to last. Here's the BMW M colored stitching. All the power windows work, sunroof works, everything works. So far I've changed the oil, I've updated the lights, turn signal lights, put a new steering wheel on, put new power steering fluid on, got a new air filter, done some other things to it. I'm trying to remember offhand what else I've done to this car. I repainted all the trim, I buffed out the entire car, clay barred all the overspray off it. So basically restored it as best as I could right now. And this is my daily driver. It does get good gas mileage too. It gets about 25 on the highway. So what I plan to do here, since there's a big gap in the suspension, let me come over here so you can see this. There's a big gap there and a big gap right there. So what I plan to do is I have eye-box springs coming in the mail, and that's just gonna lower the front about 1.2 inches and lower the rear about 1 inch, just dropping it down a little bit. So I made the mistake of buying cheap springs. It said it would fit the all-wheel drive. The springs had a 1-star rating on eBay. I should have trusted my gut, but I was trying to save some money, and that's what ended up screwing me. So I actually just had to pay out of pocket to ship those back. And the eye-box springs are on the way. So, you know, sometimes you gotta spend a little bit more money and get the right springs for your car, you know? Don't just, because the eBay seller says they fit, don't just trust them, you know, because that's what I did and it screwed me. So save yourself some headache and heartache, and you know, just go with the reviews and get the good springs. So I went with the iBox Pro lowering 2089.140s. You know, they have 5-star ratings. I've seen the pictures of the before and after of the drop. It's just enough to what I need. You know, I'm not trying to slam this thing because it is all-wheel drive, so I just want to lower it just enough. But just wanted to give you an update here of everything I've done to the car and how much cleaner it looks since I've got it and what I've done to it. And I just really can't wait till the eye-box springs come, because it's gonna look awesome, man. So if you enjoyed this content and this update of my E46 BMW 325xi, don't be afraid to like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit my first 100 subscribers. I appreciate you guys. This is Starting Tech, signing out.